Bless the love, YouTube. What's going on? It's the boy, the Dawn Dragon, back at it again. As you can see, we're going to react to a death battle. I know it was a little bit old. This one is Darth Vader versus Obito Uchiha. Star Wars versus Naruto. Somebody in my comments was asking if I can react to more death battles, and they gave me some recommendations. So I'm going to react to more death battles, especially when the new season comes out, and all the other stuff comes out with it too. I'm very opinionated when it comes to death battles, but at the end of the day, like I always tell people, it is gonna be actual real facts, no fan fictions type of stuff. If they add fan fiction, I don't even add that to the books at all, because that should not be added to the books, because creator versus creator basically, and what fans want to hear is to please them. That's not right. You got to go off of what the facts are giving and what are they going to get from it. So who I think is going to win in this, I don't know yet. I kind of more going towards by watching both Naruto and Star Wars. If it was Madara, probably it would have been more Naruto versus Darth Vader if that was more, because Madara is just him. But Darth Vader is not Darth. Sorry, not Darth. Darth Vader is him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Obito, I didn't get to like. I know he's like really good. Like he's fire. Like, but let's see. Let's see what this death battle is all about. But it's epic death battle of history. I know it's the wrong thing, but still, I wanted to say it.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Brandon Yates.
Oh, this is their sponsor.
Again?
Hey.
Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith.
Obito Uchiha, secret leader of the Akatsuki.
Prime examples of how you could die a hero or live long enough to become a villain.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Iron Fist of the Galactic Empire ruled everything.
All thanks to the super powerful super murderer Darth Vader.
Super powerful super murderer.
Lay the husk of former nice guy Anakin Skywalker.
As a child among the harsh wastes of Tatooine,
God,
Anakin longed to...
Damn, he's in armor. I was about to say he is 7. I mean, sorry, it's not 7, but he's 6'7" in armor. God damn, that man is huge. He was only 46 years old when he died. Oh shit. He dislikes Jedi himself and San. That is crazy to say. He was trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi and Sevis Palpatine, the Sith Lord. He was the chosen Jedi prophecy. And yeah. That is crazy.
One day free his fellow slaves as a heroic Jedi.
Lucky for him, he met Qui-Gon Jinn, a Jedi who believed little Annie was the chosen one and would bring balance to the Force. No pressure, right? So he took him under his wing to become the papa he never had. Or so was the plan, until... yeah.
Instead, Qui-Gon's apprentice became Anakin's mentor. But while Anakin sought a father figure, Obi-Wan saw him as more of a brother.
I'm sure that won't cause any awkward tension whatsoever.
Drama and trauma aside, Anakin quickly became a powerful Jedi. He excelled in lightsaber...
Got barrier, enhanced senses, mental probing, mind control, perception, Sith, alchemy, telekinesis, telepath, and
combat, and the Force, an energy field that binds all living things together.
The Force lets Jedi move stuff with their mind, fend off mental attacks, predict the future, and make people believe these aren't the droids they're looking for. They're basically space wizards.
Through rigorous training and a not unnoticeable natural talent, Anakin was particularly skilled in the Form 5 lightsaber fighting styles, Xian and Jian So.
Also known as the Way of the Crate Dragon. You know that big Santa dragon Mando blew up from the inside? Yeah, make that a lightsaber.
Form 5 is incredibly versatile, well suited for defending against lightsaber and blaster alike. It focuses on blending parries with devastating counterattacks, aiming to win duels through overwhelming pressure.
Perfect for the Padawan who just bulldozed his way through training to become a Jedi Knight.
Even as a newly knighted Jedi, Anakin could keep up with some of the most experienced Jedi Masters and Sith Lords of his time.
But he had plenty of other problems to deal with, like his late-blooming rebellious teenage angst. I mean, you don't just throw a kid into space monk school and expect him to forget everyone he ever cared about, right? Well, apparently that's what he was supposed to do.
The life of a Jedi can be difficult and cold, something Anakin could not accept. And so, rather than let his secret wife die in childbirth, he was seduced to the dark side through the promise of power.
And so began his Jedi kill streak, until...
It is crazy how that lightsaber has bodies of children on it, and I think his own son got that damn lightsaber. That is crazy.
Obi-Wan gave him a glorious lava bath. How refreshing.
But thanks to his new Sith Master Palpatine, our young warrior was saved, reborn.
Our young warrior. That ain't no young warrior.
Rebuilt. He was now Darth Vader.
Vader is a badass. Everyone knows it, and they're terrified of him. I mean, just look at the guy.
As impressive as his armor appears, you might be surprised by its quirks. See, while the Jedi view the Force as an ally, the Sith see it as a tool from which they draw power through passion and emotion. Most potently, negative emotions. Palpatine trained Vader by not only making him believe he killed his wife, but also ensuring he would never forget the monstrous machine he had become.
By making the suit suck ass and piss him off. Seriously, Vader hates this suit.
The armor would beep at random times just to annoy him, and the life support system was outdated from the start. Sometimes it would even turn off for several minutes.
That doesn't seem good for someone with burnt up lungs.
And it was so heavy and clunky that he could barely walk, sometimes even resorting to moving himself with the Force.
Damn. That is wild. I did not know all of that. That is crazy.
Oh man, I knew Palpy was evil, but I never knew he was such a dick.
Well, despite these issues, the armor fulfilled its true purpose, crafting Darth Vader into the equivalent of a slasher movie villain commanding a galactic army.
Nobody wants to mess with him. Thanks to the dark side of the Force, he can make maelstroms that blast everything away, form barriers that shield from all sorts of attacks, and choke anything that's even a minor inconvenience. Hell, sometimes he skips straight to crushing your lungs.
One time, a droid named I-5 tried to kill Vader with a laser stated to move 300,000 kilometers per second. That's light speed, and Vader easily blocked it.
And for as much bullshit as Palpatine threw at him, Vader was tough enough and stubborn enough to push through it.
Palpatine knew that Vader would eventually try to kill him and take over the Empire. It's how the Sith work. So he constantly fanned Vader's hatred by sending assassins after him to make sure he was still worthy of being his apprentice.
Oh, that's nothing. One time, he blasted off most of Vader's robo limbs, destroyed his armor, dropped him back on the lava planet, and told him to make his way back without the Force.
An impossible task, yet one Vader accomplished.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, that is him. That is him. Damn. That man was like, Palpatine's a bitch. Alright? Palpatine's always been that bitch. Alright? But to do that to him, to give him that trauma again, yeah, I can see why Vader just wanted to straight up just murder him. I just see that. Because that was like,
without the Force.
An impossible task, yet one Vader accomplished.
That's just crazy. And just says, yes, my master still. I would have been like, fuck you. What the hell I look like?
Yeah, because he really, really, really wants to kill Palpatine.
And that hatred is apparently useful in keeping Force wielders alive, and has sustained many Sith in conditions that would otherwise kill them.
I'm sorry, Liam Neeson. Should have hated a little more.
Vader has killed hundreds, possibly thousands of Jedi, including Obi-Wan himself.
Okay, he did not kill Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan ascended. Okay. We're not going that route. Alright.
He's fought entire armies on his own, and even taken on monsters the size of mountains.
He's so unstoppable, an assassin droid hired to kill him quit the job because he
Damn.
calculated that Vader was impossible to kill.
And in Ewok's material from the old Legends canon, a real deep cut, we know, lesser dark-side users like the Night Sister Shiral overpowered the Sunstar, an ancient artifact capable of shifting moons, a feat which would require energy worth over 12 septillion tons of TNT.
God damn.
4 zeros. But if you want something more recent, here's a planet blowing up while Vader was on it, and he's fine.
But thanks to both his incredible power and the mercy and trust of his secret son, Vader would eventually avenge the atrocities of Palpatine. Even more important, he finally saved someone he loved. Ultimately, Anakin Skywalker truly did bring balance to the Force. Hokage, the leader of the Hidden Leaf Village and their strongest ninja, respected and loved by all. Though few have attained this title, many have strived for it.
One such striver, sadly lacking in parents, wanted to both help people and be acknowledged by the rest of
Damn.
the village. And what better way to do that than having your face carved into a mountain? If you think I'm talking about Naruto, guess again! This is the story of Obito Uchiha!
Obito unfortunately lacked the
Damn, he was still a tall man. He was 5'11". 31. Alias Toby, Madara Uchiha, and Lord Mizukage. Okay. Trained by Minato, Nazumaki. Okay. Madara Uchiha, leader of the Akatsu's. Okay. Oh, he was in control of the Hidden of the Mist for a long time.
natural talent for ninja arts attributed to his Uchiha bloodline.
So he signed up for ninja school and eventually joined a team with his rival Kakashi, his crush Rin, and their leader Minato. Where do you think I could get into a ninja school like that?
Not one that teaches you to harness this form of chakra, a limited form of physical and spiritual energy that exists inside all human beings and, naturally, can be weaponized.
He can use it to run up walls and make clones of himself, but even better, blow shit up!
This is ninjutsu. Among its many techniques include elemental attacks, and the Uchiha specialize in all things fire.
Big fireballs!
Really? I didn't know that. Okay. So they have, okay. I thought they were specializing in genjutsu. I mean, like hallucinations and stuff. I thought, wait a second, when did they specialize in fire? I thought they were more, ninjutsu like users, because their whole eyes can copy anything that they see, but like if they get you into that one, like, you know, in the ninjutsu, they'll keep you like in there forever.
Attacks, and the Uchiha specialize in all things fire.
Big fireballs, small fireballs, waves of fire, columns of fire, you name it, they've got it. So when Ninja World War III came along, it totally made sense to get this fire ninja involved at the age of 11. Yikes! Well, lucky for Obito, he had one more.
Naruto was kind of messed up. We're gonna be very honest here. Naruto, it was kind of messed up. Just children of war, all different types of stuff.
Or secret weapons
and stuff like that.
I suck it. The Sharingan.
The Sharingan grants extremely precise vision, allowing someone to see the flow of chakra, predict an enemy's attacks, cast a variety of genjutsu illusions, and even break out of said illusions.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Too bad he didn't get to use the red eyes much.
Genjutsu is what I meant with the whole illusions and keeping them in the whole looping of stuff, and able to copy jujutsus, or not jujutsu, but jitsus and all different types of form of styles. Even if they said fire is the strongest, they can do other things. So then you have the Renegon. That's what he also had at one point. And there's different paths of the Renegon.
Like 10 minutes after he got the damn things, he got smushed under a big rock. What a way to go! But since he wasn't expecting to use his super eyes anymore, he handed one off to Kakashi. And then he died. The end!
Just
kidding!
Miraculously, Obito survived long enough to be rescued by another Uchiha.
Damn, that man is old and ancient. That was Madara.
The legendary Madara. Madara granted Obito a new body, regenerating the limbs he'd lost.
You're probably thinking, oh, what a swell guy. Except he was not. Madara was brewing some plans for world domination and needed a pawn to carry them out. So he tricked Obito into watching Kakashi kill Rin, making him fall victim to the Uchiha's curse of hatred.
Within the Uchiha clan, there exists an ideal of being extremely devoted to love.
Damn.
It has been speculated that if a particularly powerful Uchiha loses someone important to them, that love will be replaced with an all-consuming hatred. This is how Obito awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan.
Or Red Eye 2.0. The Mangekyo gave him a new jutsu called Kamui. With it, he can suck his foes into another dimension and leave them there to die. He can even hide weapons in there until he needs them, like his gun by fan. But even better, he can phase through stuff.
Well, not quite. Kamui gives Obito the power to move through objects in a manner that's similar to the common phasing superpower akin to the Flash or Kitty Pryde. In reality, it's much more complex, as Obito is actually teleporting parts of his body into the Kamui dimension whenever they overlap with other matter. See, there's his body parts right there.
Well, if it looks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's phasing. Heads up! Yeah!
Dang.
Way later on, he also got another super eye. Man, he's really swapping these things around like a Prime sub on Twitch.
Damn. Damn, that's crazy.
This Rinnegan grants Obito the power of the 6 paths, giving him some nifty abilities like controlling gravity with the Deva path, ripping out souls with the human path, and summoning giant monsters with the animal path.
With all of the awful stuff he'd gone through, Obito realized that the ninja world was corrupt to its core. His dream of everyone being happy and working together was never gonna happen. So instead, he agreed to carry out Madara's Giga Brain plan to control everything.
Donning masks and multiple personas, he recruited a number of rogue shinobi to form the Akatsuki terrorist group and kicked off Ninja World War IV, all to revive the monstrous Ten Tails.
I know what you're thinking. Wasn't the whole point of this to stop war in the first place? And that's a very good question. Anyway, the Ten Tails!
A living mass of near inexhaustible chakra, the Ten Tails possesses tremendous power. It can create massive thunderstorms and hurricanes, multiple clones of itself, and the devastating tailed beast bomb.
Forget bomb! That's basically a super nuke! This chakra ball is so explosive, it can eclipse continents and reduce mountains to dust.
Comparing the surface area of this blast to the surrounding mountains, dispersing that much mass within a fraction of a second must have yielded a kinetic energy worth over 13 septillion tons of TNT.
God
That's
damn.
24 zeros! Again, Obito wanted that power for himself and was willing to throw hands with anyone to get it. He's held up against master ninjas like Kakashi, Minato, and even Naruto in his Monster Energy drink form, which could outmaneuver the
Monster
fastest
Energy
attack
drink
from the
form.
Lightspeed Raikage.
And he far surpassed all of them when he finally sealed the Ten Tails within himself, becoming its Jinchuriki. This little makeover granted him unlimited flight, power rivaling the legendary Sage of 6 Paths, and the truth-seeking orbs.
These special little bowling balls can shapeshift into any form the user wants, like a staff, giant arms, an umbrella thing, or this crazy spiral blade that apparently helped shape the whole world. Oh, holy shit, it's huge!
The truth-seeking orbs can completely disintegrate anything they touch at both a molecular and spiritual level. Only those with the power of the 6 paths can resist their effects.
Plus, with the Mangle monster in his system, Obito's regeneration got amped to the point where he can survive having half of his body control Alt deleted away. All cards in his hand, he was ready for the
God damn, I didn't know it was that broken. Damn.
final stage.
You know, I think I did. No, I knew he was good. I knew he was him, but damn, I didn't know it was like that.
Stages of the Giga Plan.
He summoned the God Tree and prepared to launch the Infinite Tsukuyomi, a powerful illusion that would trap
I thought that was all Madara that did all that. I didn't know Obito was that dumb to do stuff like that. Okay.
the entire world in a never-ending dream, free of conflict and sorrow.
But the violent cruelty of the ninja world could only quiver in fear when the anime protagonist walked in the room. After getting 1-2'd by some talk no jutsu, Obito saw within Naruto the spirit of his former self, someone who was always trying to help others. And they say his heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Obito joined
Damn,
Naruto and
is that the
Kakashi in
Grinch?
saving the world, giving his life to protect his friends. And in his last moments, he entrusted them with reaching the dream he had so long ago, to become Hokage, of which they both succeeded.
Though he may have lost his ninja way, Obito Uchiha overcame his hatred and helped realize the world he wanted. Again? He can't keep getting...
Sponsor stuff. Another sponsor Sponsor. Da 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 da. Okay, let's go to there, and yes, check them out. Check out the original video. For their sponsors for themselves. So, because that's how they get paid. Because we're using their content, so I'm shouting them out for that too.
Right away.
Even though I'm not getting paid for that.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
Death
death
battle of epic back into history. All right, it's done. So who you think is gonna win? I'm not who you think is gonna win, but right now by the stats looking, I feel like Obito might have a little bit. He might have an upper hand with a lot of stuff, but Darth Vader is just Darth Vader. I'm really torn between this one. This one's kind of a torn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Darth Vader might pull out of this, but that's just my opinion. I don't know the results, so when we get to the results, we'll see. But because Darth Vader went through some shit, Obito has went through some shit. But by power scaling wise, he might be a little bit stronger wise than Obito. See, that's what I'm torn. Like, but I personally, I kind of am dead set in the middle of how their stats and stuff came about and what they're all about and all that other stuff. I feel like Darth Vader might have a little bit upper hand at certain points, but then Obito might counter it really quickly. So, especially with the special eyes and special stuff, only thing he can't counter is physical stuff, like the lightsaber and stuff like that. So, let's just see, and like the power forces and stuff like that. So this one's kind of interesting how they're comparing these two.
I sense your fear, your anger, and a power. I will be taking it.
That power will save this cursed world. You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Then you will die.
What?
All too easy. I expected more.
I won't disappoint.
Okay, I can see why Darth Vader's gonna have a hard time. Okay. That boy survived magma. You think that scares him? Alright. Ooh. I might be a Genjutsu though. Using Padme like that, that's crazy.
You've lost your humanity as well.
On the path of the dark side, it is inevitable. Impressive.
The music in the background too. Ooh! The animation team, like I said in the past, needs to have like $10 million every time they animate this shit. They go hard in the paint. They go hard in the paint for no reason.
No. This is inevitable.
He grew his eye back. That's crazy.
and die.
Too late.
Nah, that just actually pissed him off even more.
Liberated from hell. Find peace in the next life.
That should have pissed him off even more. Hold on. I don't think that's it. Oh, I guess it is. Guess
Well,
Obito
Vader
won.
may have been able to beat Obi-Wan, but he just couldn't handle Obi-2.
This was a fairly complex
That was
match.
a buff.
Both Darth Vader and Obito were roughly even in power and speed, so it
That's what I'm
truly
trying to
came
say.
down to their skill and arsenals.
And boy, did they have some deep bags of tricks. Even some of the same tricks. Both could fend off mental attacks. Both could move things around with their minds. And they both even had options to instantly kill each other.
Vader
I don't know, because that, yeah, he might have been at more peace with that type of stuff. That one didn't sit right with me, because here's the thing. He would have been more upset because he knows, like, in his mind, he would have known that, you know, because especially when you say, oh, it's already too late, he can't get controlled by mind and all that other stuff. But he did at the end. So it's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird ending right there. That was very weird. That should have made him actually more upset and actually understand like there's more to the Force than that. So yeah, something don't add up right there for
could
me.
simply force crush Obito's body, but Obito could just as easily rip out Vader's soul. However, Obito had a few more impressive options available to him, edging out just enough to earn a win.
For starters, Kamui made Obito extremely difficult just to touch, let alone injure.
Right.
And as a Jinchuriki, he could regenerate from half of his body getting destroyed. While the dark side could help Vader survive extreme conditions, it obviously can't regrow limbs.
Plus, thanks to his wide array of jutsu, Obito would eventually overwhelm Vader. While chakra may normally be a limited source of energy, unlike the Force, the Ten Tails provided Obito with an unlimited supply. And since chakra is both spiritual and physical energy, this means Obito would be able to fight on indefinitely.
Last but not least, Vader's preference for lightsaber combat means that he'd be up close and personal with Obito, right? Which left him vulnerable to getting disintegrated by one of the many truth-seeking orbs, or even worse, sucked up into the Kamui dimension. Yeah, don't forget about that. Not only would he have no way out, he probably wouldn't even be able to tap into the Force while stuck there. Game over. Have fun
we don't know
starving to
that.
death, I guess. Wonder how long you can feed on hate.
Darth Vader may have had a tenacity that few others could match, but against Obito's similar might, busted regeneration, and overwhelming range of abilities, there was no escape.
In the end, Vader's victory just wasn't meant to be.
The winner is Obito Uchiha.
Okay, so that was Death Battle, Darth Vader versus Obito, winner, Obito. To me, though, I feel like it would have not made a lot of sense in the sense of a way where he says if they can deflect mental, like, you know, abilities, like, you know, the Genjutsu and stuff, that would have probably been like a snap out of reality for Vader as well. And, you know, it would have been better to say Vader would have been more at peace. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Because I'm not trying to say Vader needed to win or anything like that. They're both equal in their own way. They're both good in their own way. But I feel like there was probably more that Vader could have done easily. And to say that he was going to be able to get sucked in and not be able to access the Force, they have to also take the consideration the Force is the universe. It means everything in the universe. The balance of everything, the beginning and the end, all that different type of stuff. So them saying that he'll be in a different dimension and not be able to feel the Force, he will always feel the Force. He just won't be able to escape, but he will be able to live and do his stuff in the Force. So he probably would have been able to escape because he would have probably been able to feel the link and probably been able to, you know, work back. So there's a lot of things that I feel like they probably missed on certain things and didn't really do. But I could also see where they're talking about Obito and his own ways and making it hard on him with like all the like, you know, the phasing and all the different little things and all that. So okay, okay. So yeah, winner Obito. I know I'm probably not really excited about the results either. I think this could have been a little bit more tightish, if you really want to say, in their own respectable ways. Like I could see certain points that they didn't mention, certain points that they didn't go with, you know. But hey, they said this is the facts that they got. They put up into their you know, components, and this is what they got. So winner Obito Uchiha. And yeah, if you want me to react more to any death battles, I know I got a couple of them. I got, you know, from the person that asked me for, you know, more reactions for them. Um, like I said, I feel like this was probably a little bit more close one to me, and you know, probably he would have got tired out. Probably he would have probably lost it at the end because, like they said, that he had more stuff in his arsenal, and he not be able to regenerate as much as Obito. So I can understand what they're saying by that, but I feel like Darth Vader could have used the Force, and like how he got the Jinchuriki thing, he could have Force crushed him and just done with it, you know, and not be able to escape. So you know, there's a lot of things that I can bounce off of it and do stuff. And he's saying like, oh yeah, he can snatch souls and all that. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Let me know of any other death battles. I know I got a couple of them, like I said, from that person. So I'm gonna here and there spot with death battles. And when season 11 starts, I'll definitely be reacting to more death battles. Um, but yeah, peace out. The Dawn Dragons out. If you feel the same, if you don't, let me know down below. And you know, sometimes I might have discussions. Sometimes, depending on how I feel, you know, because sometimes, like I said, it's all about how the art, not the artist, how the Arthur, Arthur wrote the story, and you know, the story. That's basically Arthur versus Arthur, and how they wrote it, and how they, you know, facts versus facts, and then putting it together to see who's coming out stronger. That's how, you know, you can't use fans advantage in any form of death battles, I feel like, because if you use fan stuff, that will just make the scaling broken because people just want to make their favorites win. And they said this is their analogies and all that other stuff and how they see it. Yeah, but I feel like Vader could put up a more of a fight, especially he would have remembered because they're also driven by, you know, love, hate, and all that. He would know that Padme is dead, and he would just straight up just go kill. Like he was like, nah, I know she's dead. I'm not gonna fall for this mind trick. Oh, I looked up into the sky. I don't close my eyes. Simple. But hey, that's how it is. So peace out.